My name's Nick Powers, and I'm the president and lead instructor of Warfighter Scuba. I'm a veteran of the United States Marine Corps from the years 2003 to 2007, with one combat deployment to Eldora, Iraq in 2006. Throughout my time overseas, I experienced a lot of situations that you wouldn't necessarily find yourself in the United States. IEDs, getting shot at, rocket attacks, mortar attacks, you name it, it happened. When I got out of the Marine Corps in 2007, I tried to adjust back to civilian life, and the whole time you're in, you just can't wait to get out. And when you get out, you start to realize, did you make the right decision? 9 times out of 10, most of the guys that get out, they immediately plummet into a depression cycle because you don't have that structure anymore that the military provides you. And this hit me super hard. We moved to one of the #1 top dive destinations in the entire world, and I figured I'd start getting back into scuba diving. And after our first couple dives, I realized how peaceful it was underwater and how none of my problems followed me. You're just there in the present moment. I had the idea for Warfighter Scuba, and I kind of hinted at it, and they said, "You go for it." And that's basically how Warfighter Scuba was born. So Warfighter Scuba is a nonprofit. We're a 501c3 nonprofit with the IRS. We bring combat wounded veterans down to the Caribbean to teach them scuba diving to treat their wounds. Whether their wounds are physical or mental, such as PTSD, scuba diving is a extremely therapeutic activity for mental stressors and for physical ailments. Mentally, as soon as you go underwater, your body just reacts. It's not normal. You're not meant to breathe underwater. Automatically puts you into the present moment. You have nothing but peace and calm. This ability to separate yourself from reality really allows veterans to find out what their trigger mechanism might be for their particular mental stressors. So every veteran who comes through our programs gets a 100% funded trip. Each veteran also receives a round-trip ticket from their home of record. That ticket will bring them straight into Roatan, and their entire week stay, their hotel, their meals, their snacks, everything's paid for. And so that veteran can get an entire week away from reality and completely separate from any kind of problems they might be facing at home. So each veteran receives very private and intimate training sessions when they come down to Roatan. We first start in the pool. We do some confined water skills. We'll then switch out to the open water dives. From that point on, it's not even training anymore. It's just fun. It's learning on a level that I don't think most people have experienced before. We do all the certifications for them that we can in a week at their pace, from open water to full face mask to nitrox. Every trip that we have, whether it's one veteran or 4 veterans at a time, we just have a blast. There's no bad karma. We've seen sharks, we've seen turtles. We've seen 4 eagle rays at once. Just the things that happen when we're in the water together are truly, they're just unbelievable. The dedication that these vets have now to scuba diving and to wanting to come back and to help other veterans experience what they've experienced, it hits me in the heart more than most things have ever hit me in my heart. It's truly an honor to take these heroes into the water. It's really cool to see the transformation that happens to them, from being, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. I've gone snorkeling a few times, or I'm not that good of a swimmer. And the funny thing about scuba is none of that matters. You're completely weightless in the water. You could come down and have 0 experience in the water and be one of the better scuba divers out there. So as with all nonprofits, we rely solely on generous donors such as yourselves. None of these programs could exist without people who are willing to give some of their hard-earned money up to save veterans who might be struggling with everyday life and have that unfortunate thought of suicide. 100% of every dollar that's donated goes directly to the veterans. I personally, myself, I do not take any kind of money. All my time is donated. There's no salary to anybody who's on the board or any staff positions in Warfighter. Donations can be made on our website at www.warfighterscuba.org. And remember, every donation is 100% tax deductible.
Our biggest thing is getting the word out, awareness of Mission 22, the struggle as it is to fight PTSD and suicide. My name is Corey Decker. I'm the state representative for Mission 22. The issue has been great. We got a bunch of great guys that have gotten together and decided to create this rally. The word's getting out, and it's turned into quite an event where we can actually help a lot of veterans. It's a great event, but you really have to go and see it for yourself, and it's really one of those things that's an experience. That just going that weekend, we've seen how it changes people.
Welcome back to the stream. It is Friday night. We are getting ready to go racing here at, we don't have any car sound here for the moment. So we have to do some research on that. You won't hear the cars until, I guess, mid-race when we figure out exactly what the issue is. We did install voice meter this week, so we will try to check out what's going on with voice meter. We're getting ready to go to a driver's meeting, so we will chat with the drivers here momentarily. Anyhow, welcome to the show. We'll go without engine noises for tonight until we figure out what's going on. And we will try to fix that during the break. Welcome to the Friday Night Lights, brought to you by Gears Unlimited. The 358 Modifieds brought to you by Magnum Race Designs. We are getting ready to call the drivers off the track for a drivers meeting. As always, at Got Your Six Racing Network. You guys follow along with us. You hear how we communicate with the drivers, just as the drivers here. So we will get ready to do this. Get all cars clear the track, please. All cars clear the track. All right, drivers, welcome to Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights, the 358 Modifieds brought to you by Magnum Race Designs. We got another night. This is week 4 points battle is starting to shape up. Don't forget, we do have feature winner Dash for Cash in week 13. Like to thank Michael Vital for a generous donation to Got Your Six Racing Network. Michael, greatly appreciated, my friend. We have no other announcements, so we do have a new program on Got Your Six Racing Network. We're going to have Move of the Week. If you see something that was absolutely outstanding, you do something that you think is absolutely outstanding, there is a Discord location for you to nominate Move of the Week. We are going to broadcast that or put it out Wednesday afternoons or Wednesday morning. So if you see anything that you think is absolutely amazing, there is a thing called YouTube Shorts. I did not know that. That goes on YouTube, so it will be posted on our YouTube page. Other than that, we are going to go to qualifying. We do mute microphones before qualifying, so any questions, comments, or concerns, now would be the time. Jesse, did you say something? I can't hear in my mic. Again, I'm having some sound issues. I'll try to get that fixed. I couldn't hear. All right, fellas, we're going to advance to qualifying. Good luck. So there you have it. There is the drivers meeting. We got to get our sound situation figured out here. As always, at Got Your Six Racing Network, we are racing for awareness of veterans issues. 22 veterans a day take their own lives, which is 22 too many. So we're trying to do our small part by playing promos of companies out there that are providing help to our veterans. If you see a video played throughout the night and you can donate, that would be awesome. If you can't, you know a veteran out there you haven't heard from in a while, check them out. Let them know you care about them. You never know what frame of mind they might be in. 21 car of Anthony Vital Jr. out on the track in the 021. You'll see a lot of the Murano Racing light blue cars out tonight. Rod Piper at the top of the board. Zachary Loomis. Now Anthony Vital Jr. with a 16.733. Gavin Chatham in the 24 machine out on track. See how Gavin does coming to his first lap here. Anthony Vital Jr. currently on the pole. Jeff Sharp in P2. Gavin Chatham crosses the line. 8th quick for Gavin Chatham. Dean Meitzler just finishing up 17th quick. Malachi Smith in the 13. Venom Racing Machine out on track. Let's see how Malachi can do here. 20th quick so far. Brennan Lacey in the 414 machine is with us. I'd like to thank Brennan Lacey for coming out in the Bandy Built 414 ride. 5th quick for Brennan with a 16.817. See if he can improve on his second lap. Coming for his second timed lap. 5th quick for Brennan Lacey. Isaac Salas in the 5-car Venom Racing driver out of North Dakota. Works out in the oil fields. Isaac Salas top of the board with a 16.658. So put Isaac Salas at the top of the board. Jason Haynes in the 66 machine, driver out of Canada, out on track. Should be the last to go here. Got about 20 seconds left. Coming to the line, the 66 of Jason Haynes. I don't know if Jason got into the wall or what happened. Qualifying is wrapping up. Points battle in week 4 that we are in. Ryan LaFave, Gavin Chatham, Chris Cox, Ingram, and Vital are your top 5. Heat 1 to the grid. Heat 1 to the grid, please. Isaac Salas, Grant Wesley on the front row. Butch Baker, Dylan Corey in row 2. Chris Cox, Donald Ingram in 3. Rob Piper, Daniel Cook in 4. Jason Haynes rounds out your field of 9 drivers. All right, drivers, welcome to heat number 1. You guys know the drill by now. Leaders stay 1.5 car length behind that pace truck. Everybody else, once we get the 1 to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start-finish line. Top 4 heading to the show. I didn't get the numbers. I think everyone is going to the feature tonight. Race hard, race clean, put on a great show. Good luck. Isaac Salas currently has 1 win so far this season. He's only joined us 2 evenings out of the 3. So the 5-car Venom Racing driver will bring us to the green flag with Grant Wesley. Grant joining Friday Night Lights last week in the 088 machine. Put on a heck of a show last week. 97 of Butch Baker, another Venom Racing driver. On the inside of row number 2, outside is Dylan Corey in the 60 car. Donald Ingram and a Chris Cox in row number 3. That's a tough row number 3. It is Isaac Salas that's going to bring us to the green flag. Again, the restart is on green. We got 8 laps. Isaac Salas starting on the front row is bad news for the rest of the field. Typically, we will see Grant Wesley had a heck of a week last week in his first ever week with Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. Green flag is out. We are underway. 8 laps to get it done. Magnum Race Designs, 358 modifieds, 97 of Butch Baker. Dives down low, slides up, gets P1, put the 97 at the front of the field. Now Grant Wesley returns the favor. Wesley to the point we're looking almost 4 wide, coming off of 4 in heat number 1. Drivers are not wasting any time. We are side by side. It's going to be hard to call the 4th and final transfer driver. Currently Chris Cox in the 515 machine. He's got Dylan Corey and Donald Ingram behind him, hot on his tail. Little bit of contact between Ingram and Corey. We are 4 wide in the back. Rob Piper, back it down. Caution is out. Back it down, please. Jason Haynes in the 66 car. We will take a look at the dirt track bank replay. Looks like the 010 car comes up. The 66 gets in the back of the 60 car, gets up into the fence. No penalty. Grant Wesley at the front of the field. All right, leader, this restart is on you. Still 1.5 car length behind the pace truck, please. You cannot go until all 4 tires of that pace truck are off the race surface. Please close up on the pace truck a little bit, sir. Once all 4 tires are off the race surface, that is your cue to go. Anytime between then and the drop of the green flag. Everyone else, half car length between yourself, the car in front of you, and you're going on the car in front of you. Working lap 3 of 8. Good luck. Grant Wesley moving up 1 position. Indiana driver in the 088. Butch Baker also up 1. Not typical of the 5 car of Isaac Salas. He falls back 2. Don't think we have heard the last of the 5 car. Pace truck is going to exit next time by. Pace truck is off, as is the 088. Great start for Wesley. Butch Baker now. Isaac Salas going on that low side. He moves up to P2. We are 3 wide. Salas, Baker, and Cox 3 wide there for a moment. Baker makes contact with the 515 of Chris Cox, who is moving to the front of the field. Butch Baker in the 97 car in the fourth and final transfer position. Cox gets loose up high. Back it down. Caution is out. We will take a look here and see exactly what happened. As soon as we find the right camera. You got the 97 car that's trying to dive underneath the 515. No contact there. 515 gets way loose up high. 97 just makes contact with the inside of the 515 car. All right, fellas, give it the one to go next time by. We are single file, 088 on the outside with the 5 car in tow. Pace truck should exit this time by. Pace truck is off, as is the 088 of Grant Wesley, working lap 6 of 8. Wesley on the point. Isaac Salas in the 5 car going to the outside. Chris Cox now sets his sights on Salas. Butch Baker in the 97 in the fourth and final transfer position. Venom Racing drivers running 2 and 4. Grant Wesley up front. We will go on board with Salas. See exactly what Isaac is seeing on the track. Wesley going down low. Salas going to work a high-low line here. 1 lap to go. Can Salas get it done? Salas trying to get on the inside of the 088. We are going to go into turn 3 and 4. Salas down low. Will we see a crossover? Yes, sir. Salas, Wesley, Cox, Baker are your top 4. Great heat race, fellas. Heat 2 to the grid. Heat 2 to the grid, please. Anthony Vital Jr., Clay Christopherson on the front row, Brennan Weeks, Gavin Chatham in row 2, Michael Vital, Jesse Ingram in 3, Malachi Smith, James Ingram rounds out your field of 8 drivers. All right, drivers, welcome to heat number 2. Leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everyone else, once we get the 1 to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. The start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Got 8 laps to get it done. Top 4 heading directly to the feature. Not sure if we'll have a consi or not, but race hard, race clean, put on a good show. Good luck. Still waiting on the, let's see, who are we waiting on? The 120 car of Brennan Weeks. There he is on the field. See if we can't go in and mess with some sound settings here. That definitely wasn't it. We We still have no... My apologies of putting you through this. Not sure what's wrong with our sound, but my apologies for tonight. We will get it fixed, I guarantee you. Anthony Vital Jr. in the 021 will bring us to the green flag. He's got the 51 of Clay Christopherson, who run in the North American Dirt Track Racing Association last night, brought home the win in the Open 358 Modifieds. Green flag is out. We are underway. Anthony Vital Jr. down low. Brennan Weeks in the 120 car on the tail of Vital Jr. Clay Christopherson trying to get that high side to work in the 51 machine, side by side with Weeks. Gavin Chatham in the 24 car in the fourth and final transfer position. Currently got Michael Vital in the 213 hot on his tail, and Jesse Ingram in the 7 car. Up front, Anthony Vital Jr. leading the way. Brennan Weeks now is able to clear the 51. Gavin Chatham in that fourth and final transfer position. We got a battle here for, looks like P5. We will take a look. Weeks goes down low, slides up. They just don't make contact. Brennan Weeks wanted that position there. We will go back to a live camera. Weeks flashing out a little bit there. Anthony Vital Jr. leading the way in the 21 machine. Brennan Weeks down low trying to get it done. Clay Christopherson in the 51 on the outside. Getting a good run on that top side. You can see Clay very busy inside the cockpit there. Working lap 6 of 8. Brennan Weeks now. Gavin Chatham trying to get by the 120 car. Those two are side by side. Clay Christopherson working that high side hard. Tries to cut down, get underneath the 21. The two make contact. Oh no, Vital Jr. No caution. 1 lap to go. Christopherson, Weeks, Ingram, Michael Vital are your top 4. We will have to get a look at another time. Heat 3 to the grid. Heat 3 to the grid, please. Jeff Sharp, Brennan Lacey on the front row. Zach Loomis, Logan Wentz in row 2. Anthony Morano, Randy Shreves in 3. Meitzler and John Morano in row number 4. All right, drivers, welcome to heat number 3. Leader, 1.5 car length behind a pace truck, please. Everybody else, once you get the one to go, half car length between yourself and the car in front of you. Going to be running 8 laps. Top 4 heading to the show. Restart is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Race hard. Race clean. Good luck. '28 car of Jeff Sharp. Got Brendan Lacey to his outside. Comes to us from the Coast to Coast Racing League. One of the best racing leagues on the iRacing platform. If you're interested, check them out at c2crl.com. It's racing without all the drama you get with other leagues. Green flag is out. We are underway. Lacey on the high side, Sharp down low. Looks like Brendan Lacey not wasted any time to get on that high side in the 414 car to take the lead. He's going to bring Logan Wentz along with him. We are 3 wide, coming off a 4. They make it work. 0.56 of Randy Shreves. 28 car now falls back. Jeff Sharp is on the bubble. He is the last car in a transfer position. Can't tell who is flashing there. It looks like the 418 car. Up front, Brendan Lacey pulling away from the field. Logan Wentz in P2. Shreves and Sharp. Zachary Loomis, he wants the position, as does the 32 of Anthony Morano. Go on board with the 32 car. As he tries to work traffic here. Randy Shreves given the 18 car. 18 car, you are flashing, sir. If it gets much worse, going to have to move you to the back of the field. 18 car, you are flashing. Jeff Sharp, currently in the 28, is in the fourth and final transfer position. We were 3 wide at the line that time by working lap 6 of 8. Brendan Lacey's checked out on the field with over a second gap between himself and Logan Wentz, currently running in second position in the 18. Randy Shreves on the high side. He's trying to get by Wentz. The battle's going to be for that fourth and final transfer position. Backing down. Caution is out. Looks like Dean Meitzler went around. See if our replay is being kind to us. .49 just gets up into the wall all by himself. Brendan Lacey at the front of the field, working lap 7 of 9. It will be Jason Haynes bringing us to the green flag to get the 12 laps underway. Got Gavin Chatham to his outside. Anthony Morano in the 32 machine in the inside of row number 2. Green flag is out. We are underway. 66 car of Jason Haynes. Gavin Chatham wasted no time to get that 24 on that high side. He will get a run on the outside of the 66 of Haynes. Anthony Morano in the 3320 machine. He's currently in P3. Haynes and Gavin Chatham still going at it at the front of the field. Dylan Corey, not sure how hard these drivers will run. John Morano in the 30. One of these cats is headed home for tonight. You got Daniel Cook and John Morano running for that 12th and final transfer. They are dead even at the line. Up front, Gavin Chatham getting away from the field a little bit. 66 car is not letting him get far. Backing down, caution is out. Looks like Anthony Vital Jr. caught up in an incident here. We will take a look. All by himself. Looks like the 40 got up into the fence. We will send the 40 to the back. If we can find the 40 car here. (40) EOL, 40, back of the field. Still up front, Gavin Chatham getting it done in the 24 machine. I'd like to welcome Gavin Chatham on board as a sponsor of the limited late model series. Appreciate all the donation from Gavin Chatham. That's awesome. Lights are off on the pace truck, so the pace truck should exit next time by. We will go green. We are working lap 4 of 10. Pace truck is off. Gavin Chatham in the 24 machine. Great start by Gavin in the 24. Jason Haynes falls into P2. Look at Anthony Morano. He's going to dive the 320 down low. Morano trying to use the bottom side to get to the front. Great run by Haynes. Dives down underneath the 24 car. Gets a good run off that top side, running a high-low line. Was able to make a little bit of progress. 24 car on the cushion up high. Getting it done up high. Good battle up front between the 66, the 24, and the 320. Dylan Corey in the 6-0 car battling it out. Not back it down. Caution is out. (726) car gets in the back of the 40 there. We'll look for the 726 here. 726 EOL. 726, back of the field. Have quite a few cautions already tonight. Kind of surprised. Big track here. At Eldora, Gavin Chatham, your leader, we're on lap 7. Jason Hines in P2. James Ingram exits the field, so looks like there are 12 cars left in the field. Gavin Chatham with a great start gets up in front of the 66 machine. 320 of Anthony Morano in P2. Everyone left in the field will head to the feature. Working lap 9 of 10 up front. Gavin Chatham ran real well in the sprint cars last week. Looking at a victory, ran out of fuel. Gavin Chatham, Jason Haynes, 1-2. Anthony Morano on that high side. Dylan Corey battling it out with Malachi Smith, Venom Racing driver. Up front, Gavin Chatham is going to bring home the B main win. Everyone else in the field will head to the feature. Chatham, Haynes, Morano, Smith, Corey Vital Jr., Sharp. We will go into 3 minutes of warm-up here, and we will be right back. 3 minutes of warm-up.
1, 2, 3. I love it, Molly.
They say it's a matter of time, 1,000 days and the sun won't shine before I come back to you. For your love I will go far, I wanna be wherever you are. I know I'm coming back for you.
Brother, it's good to see you.
My love is a river long, the best ride in a million wrongs. I know I'm coming back to you. And I'm happy, nothing's going to stop me. And I'm happy, nothing's going to stop me. I'm making my way home. I'm making my way.
When people hear a Till Valhalla project, the first thing they might think of is our shirts. But what most people don't know is that our plaques came first and the t-shirts came second. What some people might not know is that the same shirts that we make day in and day out allowed us to do unbelievable things for unbelievable people. Whether it's donating our proceeds to reduce veteran suicide or gifting handcrafted memorial plaques to the families of fallen heroes, these t-shirts simply stand for honor and freedom, two words that wouldn't exist without our heroes. This makes Till Valhalla Project a place our fallen heroes truly live on forever.
Welcome back. We are just wrapping up warm-up here. Grant Wesley at the top of the board with a 16.879. Isaac Salas P2. Weeks Baker Chatham round out your top 5. Feature to the grid. Feature to the grid, please. Isaac Salas Christofferson on the front row. Lacey Wesley in row 2. Weeks Shreves in row number 3. Weeks Cox Ingram in 4. Wentz Baker in 5. Vital Loomis in 6. Chatham Haynes in 7. Morano Smith in 8. Corey Vital Jr. in 9. Sharp Piper in 10. Ingram Meitzler in 11. Morano and Cook round out your field of 24 drivers. All right, drivers, welcome to the feature. Going to be running 25 laps. Initial start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Once we get the one to go. Again, we got 25 laps to get it done. Race hard, race clean, put on a great show. Good luck. Isaac Salas in the 5 car. Venom Racing driver out of North Dakota will bring us to the green flag. Clay Christofferson in the 51. Big win last night in the North American Dirt Track Racing Association for the 51 machine. Brennan Lacey in the 414 will start on the inside of row number 2 with Grant Wesley to his outside. So looks to be a heck of a feature. Salas brings us to the green flag. We are underway. Salas going to dive down low. 5 car known for running that outside. He will slide up. Christofferson. We almost had a problem. Lacey, he uses the bottom. Look at Brennan Lacey up 2 positions from the start in the 414 machine. He pushes the issue. Christofferson and Isaac Salas battling it out. We have a battle up front. Brennan Lacey back to the lead in the 414. Isaac Salas not letting him get far. Christofferson in the 51 to 088 of Grant Wesley, currently in the 4th position. These guys are dueling it out up front. Looks like Lacey got up into the fence there. Isaac Salas back to the point in the 5 car. Lacey recovers, gets back underway. Clay Christofferson in the 51 is the first car down on the, he's running the middle line. Tries to get up to that outside. He will slide up in front of Weeks. Isaac Salas now pulling away from the field a little bit. Brennan Lacey with Grant Wesley in tow. They both get into the wall a little bit there. Wesley's going to dive down low. See if he can't slide. Job coming. Not enough room. Wisely stays down low, gives the position back to the 414. Good driving by Wesley. Clay Christofferson in the 51. It's like all drivers now finding that high side. Brendan Weeks in the 120 machine. He's still going to give the bottom side a go. He's running the middle with Chris Cox in the 515 behind him. Isaac Salas opens up almost a second gap over second place Lacey. Cars are trying to beat. Looks like saw Weeks. Back it down. Caution is out. Actually saw Weeks go around there. Let's see what we have here. 320 gets up into the wall, goes around, collects the 6-0 car. That was a scramble to start the race. All right, fellas, this restart will be on the leader. Leader, once all 4 tires of the pace truck are off the race surface, sir, anytime between then and the drop of the green flag is your go point. Make sure you stay 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Working lap 8 of 25. We will double it up here. The pace truck, the light should go off this time by. We are doubled up, getting ready to go green. The 5 car, your leader, will bring us to the green flag. Pace truck is off, as is the 5 car of Salas. It was a battle early. We had cars all over each other. And not much room for anything. Wesley, he's going to give that bottom side a try. Pulls up alongside Lacey in the 414. The back it down, watch contact. Yellow's out. Anthony Vital Jr. crashes. Let's take a look. In the 21 car, slides up. See if we can find the 21 car here. .021 EOL, end of the line, sir. Isaac Salas still at the front of the field. Brennan Lacey and Wesley behind him. We will double it up one more time. After this, we do go single file. Again, I apologize for the sound issue. This is the first week we're trying voice meter, so we will see if we can't do some troubleshooting in between races. Not sure if we can get this done or not, but we shall see. Working lap 9 of 25. Don't forget, coming up next, limited late models, followed by the 305 sprint cars right here at Eldora. Isaac Salas bunching up the field. Pace truck is off. As is the 5 car. Brennan Lacey with a decent start on that outside. Doesn't let the 5 car clear. Isaac Salas will find that high side. We are back high side racing. We are 4 and 5 wide in the back. Looks like the 18 car got the worst of it. We are battling it out in the back. That is where the action is at. We're 3, we're 4 wide. No caution yet. Up front, Isaac Salas pulling away from second place Wesley. Clay Christopherson in the 51 machine. Currently in P3. Brennan Lacey journeys down low. See if he can't make something happen. While he did that, Brendan Weeks makes the pass. Chris Cox in the 515 car, currently in 6th. Randy Shreves in 7th. Back it down. Caution is out. Looks like Gavin Chatham went around. We will take a look. All by himself up on that outside fence. Over he goes. Isaac Salas on lap 13 of 25 at the front of the field. We will be single file from here on out. Salas with one win already this season. Wesley to his rear. Christofferson, Weeks, Lacey. Brennan Lacey falling back a little bit here. It's like Donald Ingram and Dean Meitzler up 11 from their starting positions. Sorry, fellas, should have gave the one to go last time. Working lap 13 of 25. Field is tightening up. It's like the 12 car, the 120 of Brennan Weeks jumps out of line. Salas with a great start, gets a good run out in front of Grant Wesley. Brennan Weeks and Clay Christofferson battling it out. 414 up high, the 120 down low. Looks like Lacey will get the run off the top side. Chris Cox battling out with Randy Shreves in the 056 machine. Michael Vital in the 213, currently in P8. Donald Ingram, we are 3 and 4 wide in the back once again. 13 of Malachi Smith. Back it down. Caution is out. Goes around all by himself. See what happened with the 13. Venom Racing driver just gets loose, touches that outside wall, and over he goes. All right, fellas, going to give the one to go next time by. Please get back in line. Working lap 16 of 25. We have a ways to go. Let's settle in and finish out strong. Isaac Salas still at the front of the field. We will give the one to go if the pace truck doesn't do it on its own here. And it does. All right, fellas, one to go. Let's tighten it up. Isaac Salas in the Super Dirt Car Series Magnum Race Designs Venom Racing driver from North Dakota, leading his way here. Pace truck is off. Field tightens up. Grant Wesley on the tail of the 5 car. They find that high side quickly. Clay Christofferson in the 3rd position. Brennan Lacey in 4th. Chris Cox, Randy Shreves in 5th and 6th. Michael Vital, he's going to give that bottom side a try in the 213 machine. Donald Ingram getting a good run in the 010 crossover move. Side by side. Jeff Sharp back there in the 28 car. Dean Meitzler Butch Baker in the 97, falling in line behind Anthony Morano. Jason Haynes into 66. He's trying that bottom side. Back it down. Caution is out. Oh, Wesley goes around in the 088 machine. See if we can find Wesley. There he is. Makes the pass on Salas. Then gets up on the cushion in the 88 machine. The 51 of Clay Christofferson gets up into the 088 car. (5-1) EOL, 5-1 in the back of the field, sir. Isaac Salas still at the front of the field in the 5 car. Now he's got Chris Cox, so that takes out Christofferson and Wesley. Those 2 drivers are done for the night, it looks like. Randy Shreves up to P3. Donald Ingram, the 010 car, up 17 positions from his start. Isaac Salas pace truck is off. We are underway. Lap 18 of 25. Looks like the 5 car got a little damage in that scuffle. Chris Cox in P2. Randy Shreves in 3. Donald Ingram wants to make it 21 positions from his start. He's got Michael Vital Jr. hot on his trail. Go on board with the 213 as he battles it out. Not sure what happened there. Around Vital goes. Just gets hit by the 97 car. (97) EOL 97, end of the line, sir. Isaac Salas still at the front of the field, working lap 20 of 25. Coming up next, limited late models take to Eldora. We are running a little bit behind. Salas, Cox, Shreves, Ingram, Sharp are your top 5. Sharp up 14, Ingram up 17. Good run for those 2 drivers. Good start by the 5 car of Salas. Randy Shreves, Donald Ingram in the 10 car. He's running a middle groove there. Randy Shree's trying to get up underneath the 515 car. He will slide up. Crossover coming from Cox. Side by side at the line for the 515 and the 056. Shrees will return the favor with a crossover this time by. Good battle for that second position. Donald Ingram in the 10 car with Jeff Sharp in the 28 right behind him. Jason Haynes making a good recovery in the 66, ran into issues early. Gavin Chatham back there battling it out. Chatham, Loomis. Isaac Salas opened up almost a 2-second gap. Looks like the battle is going to be for P2 and P3. Highly contested podium shots here. We are under the last lap. Isaac Salas leads the field. Shreves and Cox are going to battle it out. Isaac Salas all by himself up front. 2 more corners to navigate. Sharp now. He's going to put the pressure on Shreves or Cox. He's going to try that bottom side. Salas, Shreves, Cox, top 3. Start finish line, please. We will skip interviews this time by to get to the limited late model race. We are running a little bit behind. Isaac Salas in the 5 car. All right, fellas, that's perfect. We will skip interviews. We're running a little bit behind. Limited late models are up right now. So we will head off to the limited late models, and we will be right back.
Soldiers, sailors, airmen and women enlist in the armed forces for many reasons, including a sense of duty, patriotism, the adventure, travel, and adrenaline. Many continue their military service because they discover a brother and sisterhood, an identity, a team. When service members are injured or wounded and can no longer perform their military duties, they quickly find themselves removed from their team, no longer serving the purpose for which they trained.
I came back from Afghanistan in 2013, and it was kind of a trial and error of finding out, after the military, what's next in life.
Being forced to leave a military career filled with purpose and pride can be challenging. Some challenges may leave lasting scars. An illness, wound, or injury can make anyone question their worth and sense of belonging after military service.
35 years in the Army, and I needed something to transition into. And so from that transition came an idea, and the idea was this.
Even though a military career may be coming to an end, or already ended, recovery can occur in the most unexpected places with unforeseen opportunities. Recovery, whether physical or mental, has no defined beginning or ending. It may last a lifetime.
For me, one of the biggest surprises that I found out going through it was that it's not like the flu where, you get sick and then you get better. You're never cured. And that's so frustrating. It's so hard to tell someone that. And it's so easy to slip back, and every single time you have to find a new way to fight it, it's a different monster every time you battle it.
This can feel daunting to a warrior who is suddenly forced to leave everything they know, trust, and love, finding themselves at the beginning of an unknown and possibly frightening new journey. Welcome to the world of motorsports.
We're in the right place at the right time in our lives to be able to take these guys that are wounded and put them in front of people that can actually show them that there is a camaraderie, there's a brotherhood within the motorsports industry, that there is potential for career opportunities for them if they have the skill set.
Motorsports offers an opportunity to regain that sense of identity within a safe, fast-paced team environment, providing a renewed sense of purpose. It has many facets, all created by teams working together for success on the track. Like in the military, in motorsports the goal is in accomplishing the mission, winning as a team, collectively celebrating the successes and supporting teammates through the losses. Through motorsport opportunities, Operation Motorsport assists medically transitioning service members and veterans with discovering new ways of achieving a renewed sense of hope, purpose and pride.
Besides the basic brake changing, oil changing, tire rotation, I've actually learned how to assemble and disassemble some engine parts, change some axles, do some alignments and stuff. So give it a try. You never know. This was nothing that I expected. I did not expect to be fully suited, jumping over a wall while cars are going 100 and something miles an hour.
From motors to media, tires to tickets, and hot laps to hospitality. Operation Motorsport provides beneficiaries the chance to become immersed within professional motorsports and provides them with the opportunity to find out firsthand what captivates their imagination and interest. These opportunities provide an avenue of discovery within the motorsports immersion or diversionary therapy programs, all within the Excite, Engage and Empower recovery programs. Operation Motorsport also offers virtual engagements and recovery opportunities through an iRacing league, engaging beneficiaries in a safe, competitive environment from the comfort and safety of their home. Meeting other like-minded people, service members and veterans on the virtual racetrack, opening the doors to Motorsport Academy programs that prepare beneficiaries for their first encounters at the racetrack, and possibly leading to a day when they can get behind the wheel.
A team environment's a perfect place for people like us to kind of get back into some kind of normalcy when you go through a lot when you get medically discharged. And it kind of sucks and you put through the ringer, but I feel like what Operation Motorsport's doing is just something that's just really valuable.
Operation Motorsport prides itself in keeping beneficiaries engaged after the race weekend, throughout their recovery and beyond, through our recovery programs, or as a member of the 22 pit crew. No matter the background or story, Operation Motorsport is always there to listen, provide a safe and comfortable space, and a trusted circle of confidence that is open and honest about what difficulties may lie ahead for those transitioning out of a military career. Operation Motorsport believes in the power of team, identity, and purpose.
Get all drivers clear the track, please. All drivers clear the track. All right, fellas, welcome to Limited Late Models. We are running a little bit behind, so we'll try to advance here momentarily. Again, if you were in the last race, you already know this, but we have a new thing, Move of the Week. We will play it Wednesday nights. You can go on our Discord, fill out a form. If you see a move that you would like to nominate, please fill that out and send it to us. We'll try to get that to you on Wednesday nights. Again, big shout out to Michael Vital for the generous donation to Got Your Six Racing Network. Michael, greatly appreciated. If you guys want to help us keep this going, please go to gy6rn.com. You can make donations. We will advance to qualifying here momentarily. My sound is currently not good, so if you drivers have anything, please put it in chat. Other than that, we do mute microphones right before qualifying. So after that, the microphones will be muted. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, now would be the time. None heard. Good luck. Welcome back to the stream. We are still working on our sound issues. Got a tech on the line here. We are in qualifying. Chisholm Burns at the top of the field. Now Dylan Corey in the 60 machine at the top of the field. Edward Isaacs with us in the 9 car. Have to make sure we get Edward the right number. Randy Shreves to the top of the board with a 16.214. Jeffrey Kemper on the track. See if we can find Jeff. There he is. Isaac Salas in the 5 car back at it after his win at the top of the board with a 16.181. So put Isaac Salas back to the top of the board. Looks like we have a decent turnout. We're going to have a full field. One shy of a full field. Isaac Salas at the top of the board. Randy Shreves, Chatham, Corey, Mitchell are your top 5. 9 car, Edward Isaacs. You have the wrong number, sir. This is your warning. Next week, end of the longest line. After that, you will not be able to race until your number matches that number requested on our Discord. We are getting ready to go heat racing here. Heat 1 to the grid. Heat 1 to the grid, please. Isaac Salas, Dylan Corey on the front row. Malachi Smith, Jeff Kemper in row 2. Dean Meitzler, Jason Hines in 3. Terry Woody, James Ingram in row number 4. All right, drivers, welcome to heat number 1. Leader, you know the drill. 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once we get the 1 to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. The start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Race hard, race clean, put on a great show. Good luck. We are waiting for somebody to grid. I'm just not sure who that is. Getting limited late models race brought to you by Chatham Motorsports. I'd like to thank Gavin Chatham for his generous donation to the show. We got Salas, Corey, Smith. In fact, James Ingram didn't make the field in the 40 machine. So Isaac Salas once again, we've seen the 5 car at the front of the field. My apologies, still trying to troubleshoot some sound issues, so a little preoccupied. My apologies. Pace truck should exit this time by. Again, the green flag will come out. That is the starting point. Pace truck is off. The 5 car of Salas is going to bring us to the green flag. Green flag is out. We are underway. We're beating and banging. Malachi Smith in the 13 car at the front of the field. Dylan Corey in P2. Terry Woody in the 32 in the 4th and final transfer position. Rough start. Jeffrey Kemper is the first car on the outside looking in. Isaac Salas, not typical of the 5 car, got a little beat up there in the beginning. Working lap 4 of 8. Malachi Smith with the lead. Got Dylan Corey on the tail of the 13 machine. Jason Hines in the 66, Terry Woody in the 32, Jeffrey Kemper in the 181 trying to get a piece of it, gets up into the wall, up high. Malachi Smith now holding the lead, running that bottom side. 49, those are the leaders behind you. Hold your line, sir. Hold your line. Terry Woody currently in the 4th and final transfer position. Jeffrey Kemper backs off a little bit. Isaac Salas gathers it back in. Malachi Smith running up front. 49 car, lap car up high. Working lap 7 of 8. Terry Woody in the 4th and final transfer position. Jeffrey Kemper still trying to get up and get... Oh! 5 car gets into the back of the 181. Malachi Smith loses the lead. Dylan Corey takes the lead. Smith, Haynes, Woody are your top 4. Heat 2 to the grid. Heat 2 to the grid, please. Randy Shreves, Garrett Mitchell on the front row. Chris Cox, Donald Ingerman, row 2. Butch Baker, Daniel Cook in row number 3. Anthony Vital Jr. and Jason Fuquerand in row number 4. All right, drivers, welcome to heat number 2. Leader, you know the drill. 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once we get the 1 to go, ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. Randy Shreves in the 056 at the front of the field. Pace truck will exit, this time by. Tighten up to the pace truck a little bit, please. Pace truck is off, leaving the field to Randy Shreves. Green flag is out. We are underway. Shreves with Garrett Mitchell to his outside. Chris Cox, last year's champion in the 515 car, is going to take it 3 wide. And they make it through. Had to hold my breath there for a minute. Shreves still holds the lead. Running a middle lane. No one up to that high side yet. The 10 car of Donald Ingram putting pressure on Garrett Mitchell in the 002 car. Butch Baker in the 97 Venom Racing Machine is the first car on the outside looking in. Up front, good battle between Cox and Garrett Mitchell while Randy Shreves pulls away from the field a little bit here. Side by side, 10 car getting the idea of throwing it in there, going 3 wide. Shreves still pulling away. Now your front 4 are nose to tail. Butch Baker still on the outside looking in the 97 machine. Donald Ingram, we saw him move up a bunch of positions in the 358 modified race. See him pulling in on the back of the 515 of Chris Cox. Tries to dive it down in. Doesn't get a great run off the bottom side of turn 4, working lap 7 of 8. It is the 56 car of Randy Shreves with almost a second gap between himself. Looks like the battle is going to be for P2, the 002 of Garrett Mitchell, battling it out with Chris Cox. Shreves, Mitchell, Cox, Ingram are your top 4 heading to the feature. Heat 3 to the grid. Heat 3 to the grid, please. Gavin Chatham, Chisholm Burns on the front row. Rob Piper, Jeff Sharp in row 2. Edward Isaacs, Zachary Loomis in 3. Jesse Ingram and David Tormachi in row number 4. All right, fellas, welcome to heat number 3. By now, you guys know the drill. Leader, 1.5 car length behind a pace truck. Everyone else, once we get the 1 to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Race hard. Race clean. Good luck. Waiting for, let's see who we're missing here. We're missing Jesse Ingram. We called for 8. We only have 6. Looks like Ingram is not going to make the grid, nor is David Tormachi in the 313 machine. Gavin Chatham, sponsor of the limited late model division, will bring us to the green flag in the 24 machine with Chisholm Burns to his outside. Gavin Chatham at the top. running that low line. Jeff Sharp now in P3. Rob Piper in the 92 moves up to P3, running that bottom side along the fence on the bottom. Jeff Sharp in the 28 machine, he moves up to P3, running a little higher line there than the 92. That will put Rod Piper in the 92 on the bubble with Zachary Loomis and Edward Isaacs behind the 92 machine. A couple of hungry drivers want that transfer spot. Gavin Chatham with a half-second lead with Chisholm Burns behind Chatham in the 10 car. Again, apologize for the sound issues. You cannot hear the cars on the track. My apologies. Don't have time to troubleshoot it while we're trying to run here. Zachary Loomis and Edward Isaacs battling it out for that first position on the outside looking in. Chatham up front. Chisholm Burns working lap 6 of 8. Jeff Sharp in the 28 machine up to P3. Rod Piper in the 92 gathers it back in. He recovers pretty well after falling back one position. He is on the bubble in P4. Looks like Edward Isaacs and Zachary Loomis are going to battle it out in the back here. Those two beating and banging doors. Working lap 7 of 8. Chatham Burns. 0.2 of a second separating the two. Looks like Burns is running a little bit lower line than is the 24 car. We have one lap to go. Chatham, Burns, Sharp, Piper are your top 4. Looks like Piper, and that is exactly how they will finish. Heading to the feature, Chatham, Burns, Sharp, Piper. Three minutes of warm-up. Welcome back. Chris Cox at the top of the board with a 16,195. Feature to the grid. Feature to the grid, please. Dilly Corey, Randy Shreves on the front row. Chatham Smith in row 2. Mitchell Burns in 3. Haynes Cox in 4. Jeff Sharp and Terry Woody in 5. Donald Ingram, Rob Piper in 6. Jeff Kemper, Butch Baker in 7. Edward Isaacs and Isaac Salas in 8. Furkeron Loomis in 9. Meitzler Cook in 10. Ingram in 11. Vital Jr. and David Tormachi rounds out your field of 24 drivers. All right, drivers, welcome to the feature. We're going to be running 25 laps. Leader, stay 1.5 car length behind the pace truck, please. Everybody else, once you get the 1 to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. The initial start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Race hard, race clean. Let's put on a good show. Good luck. Dylan Corey in the 6-0 on the front row. We'll take a quick look at your limited late model. Jesse Ingram, Chris Cox, Chatham, Ingram, and Baker are your top 5. Randy Shreves is tied for a top 5 with Butch Baker. So Shreves looking for a great points night. 25 laps to get it done. Again, apologize for these sound issues. We will get that fixed as quickly as possible. Just cannot troubleshoot it right now. Green flag is out. We are underway. Randy Shreves on the outside. Dylan Corey down low. Looks like we're getting a slick track early. Shreves with a good run off that high side. Bringing Gavin Chatham in the 24 machine with Shreves. Malachi Smith in 4th. Garrett Mitchell in the 002 car. Haynes in the 66. Chisholm Burns in the 10. Chris Cox in the 515. Terry Woody in the 32 machine. Rob Piper in the 92. We're 3 wide in the back. Butch Baker, the 28 of Jeff Sharp. Donald Ingram. We are under a pile. 3 wide once again. The 9 car beating and banging off Isaac Salas there. Contact between the 74 of Furkeron. Don't know if I'm saying that name right. This is where all the action is happening. Isaac Salas trying to clear the 9 car of Edward Isaacs. Butch Baker in the Venom Racing 97 having a great run. We're still running 3 wide. Great driving tonight. The 32 car makes contact with Malachi Smith. Terry Woody in the 32 car. Chisholm Burns in the 10 machine in front of the 32, which is not his correct number. We will try to figure that out. Garrett Mitchell in the 002 car, currently running in P5. Up front, Randy Shreves has a mare full of the 24 car of Chatham. 726, hold your line. Those are the leaders. Lap traffic gets in the way. They make contact. Chatham just barely cleared the 56. Now those two make contact. Chris Cox in the 515 car, currently in the 4th position. Hines now in the 66, up to the 3rd position. Isaac Salas running through the field, currently up 8 places from his starting. Terry Woody in the 32 machine, currently in the 7th position. Working lap 11 of 25. Looks like the front end is missing off the 6-0 car. Up front, nose to tail, Chatham, Shreves, Hines, Cox, Mitchell, Chisholm, Burns, Terry Woody with Isaac Salas behind him. Edward Isaacs in the 9 car, bringing Dylan Corey, Butch Baker, battling it out with Donald Ingram, the 181 of Jeffrey Kemper, driver out of Oregon, back in 13th position. Dean Meitzler in the 49, the 92 of Rob Piper. Randy Shreves all over the rear bumper of Chatham in the 24 will go on board with the 056 of Randy Shreves. Hear him work the throttle. Looks like the track is getting super slick. We're on lap 15 of 25. Isaac Salas makes a move on the outside of Chisholm Burns. Give that position to Isaac Salas. Moves up 10 positions from his start, up to P6. Garrett Mitchell, we are taking a look at your top 5. Mitchell into that outside fence a little bit. Chris Cox in the 515, currently running in P4, or 5, my apologies. Back it down. Caution is out. Looks like Venom Racing's Malachi Smith lets the 28 car go high. Just goes around all by himself. Gavin Chatham at the front of the field. Great long run, fellas. We will give the 1 to go this time by. 1 to go this time by. Gavin Chatham, that was a good long run. We're on lap 17 of 25. Saw some rough beating and banging up front, but the drivers got through it. The lights are off on the pace truck. Leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everyone else, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Let's tighten it up. '24 of Gavin Chatham will bring us to the green flag. A pace truck is headed towards pit road. 24 car is off. We are nose to tail. Chatham, Shreves, Hines. Great start by Chatham in the 24. Gets off to a good start. Randy Shreves in P2. Chris Cox is going to get challenged by the 002 of Mitchell. Isaac Salas in the 5 car, up 11 from his start, making that bottom work slide job. That was dangerous. Crossover from the 002. Gavin Chatham, Randy Shreves up front. Jason Haynes is about to have company as Isaac Salas and Chris Cox are coming in a hurry. Garrett Mitchell with a crossover on Isaac Salas. Looks like the 10 car. Back it down. Caution is out. Not sure what happened there. Just saw somebody go around. Looks like Jeffrey Kemper was involved. Looks like it's in front of Jeff. 10 car was involved, so we'll try to get a look at Chisholm Burns, see if we can figure out where this action all came from. '32 car gets in the back of Chisholm Burns there. A little bit of net code. Looks like Terry Woody possibly in the 00, which is the 32 car. In the 00. .00 or 32 car, whichever it is. EOL, end of the line. Working lap 21 of 25. Pace truck is off. 5:15 gets in the back of the 66 on the start. Back it down. Caution is out. The 92 of Piper. Not sure what happened. Maybe that's not the one we're looking for here. All right, fellas, not sure what that caution was for. iRacing threw a caution for some reason, not sure what it was. 5:15. This is your warning, sir. You go on the car in front of you. Gavin Chatham at the front of the field. Chatham brings home the win. Randy Shreves and Jason Hines round out your field of for your podium there. All right, fellas, don't forget to go up for your interviews. Try to get Jason Hines here, and he is already in the Discord. So we'll see if our audio works. The 66 car of Hines moves up 4 positions from the start and parks it on 3rd on the podium. Jason, this is Joe. You got me? Hey, man, great run tonight. How was the track? It looked like some great racing out there. How was your night, man?
It was good. I the first heat race it was all down low, and then I felt like as the more that it wore out, I like riding the rim around here. So it came right to me, and I made a couple good passes and got another good run here.
Yeah, man, this is what your second podium, I think.
First in the late model, second overall.
Yeah, man, congratulations. So 305's your specialty?
Yeah, the sprint cars are my thing.
Right on, man. Congratulations on your podium. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your podium finish?
I got to thank Coulter at Redline Race Designs, Gavin for throwing some money our way for these limited late models, and you guys for putting on this league. It's really fun. I'm enjoying it so far, and I'm 3 weeks in. So,
man, that's great to hear. Hope to see you next race.
We'll see you soon.
All right, man. Take care.
Bye.
Randy Shreves in the 56 car. He starts second, finishes second, all over the rear bumper there of the 24 of Chatham. Randy, this is Joe. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, Joe.
Hey, man, great run, my brother. How was the track? And you guys kind of got by yourself up front. It was a hornet's nest in the back. So how was your night, man?
Overall, it was a good night to, finish up here on the podium. Really thought that I probably should have had the win there, but that lap car, he kind of just got in my way there, and I lost all my momentum, and 3 or 4 cars got by me. Had to work my way back up to second, and I don't know. Car felt really good though. It was fast. Had an awesome race with Jason Haynes and Gavin Chatham there. So overall, a good night of racing.
Yeah, man, it was fun to watch up front. That was a much better race than what we saw in the 358s. That was kind of a destruction derby. Great run by you, my friend. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your podium finish?
For sure. Definitely want to thank my team, LGR Motorsports, Alex Berger on our ABR Setup Shop, Coulter West at Redline Race Design, One Wish Foundation, Wraps and Stitches, KSB Builders, Finish Line Repair, CD Cinematography, you, Joe, for putting on this awesome league and the awesome broadcast you guys do, and everybody for watching.
Yeah, man, we're having little sound issues tonight, but we'll get that figured out. So the important question is, where's Shreves Jr. at tonight? I didn't see him in the field. Is he coming out?
Not sure. He's doing other things right now, playing other games, being a kid.
Man, that's pretty cool, though, that you have your son out here making it a family deal. So great to see, my friend. Congratulations on the podium.
Thank you, Joe.
Yes, sir. The 24 car, first night sponsoring the limited late model series. I'm not even sure it's legal that you can win the first race in the division that you sponsor, but Gavin got it done. Gavin, this is Joe. You got me?
Hey, Joe, I'm here. I got you.
Man, congratulations. So you won your division that you sponsor, and you punch your ticket to the Week 13 Dash for cash. How was your night, man?
It was pretty good. It's such a key to you qualify well, run good in your heat, and then you start up front for the feature. And we got lucky there. That lap car kind of got into Randy a little bit, killed his momentum, and it gave me the opportunity to dive to the bottom. Me and him were fixing to have a good race there, and I saw an opportunity and took the lead, and I didn't look back. But we were fast all night. I'm usually not good in the late models. So this is kind of nice. It's kind of nice to get now. I have a win in all 3 divisions, which is also nice. But we were good. We were fast. Just like I said, just being good from the start. Qualify well. Got to run good in your heat, and then the feature went well for us. So we'll keep rolling the momentum, and hopefully we take it to the sprint car race for tonight.
Yeah, man, I thought you were going to win the sprint car race last week, so this makes up for that maybe. That was unfortunate, but won't happen again tonight. I can guarantee you that. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your victory?
I just want to thank you, Joe, for putting all this on. All the sponsors, everybody that helps out with this whole thing. It's a fun time to run on Friday nights. I want to thank Chatham Motorsports, Northeast Outlaw Motorsports, Premier Racing Setups. You need any racing setup help? Go to Racing Setups website and use Chatham 15 as a discount code on the checkout. Mike Hick Motorsports Designs and Velocity Race Designs. Want to give them all big thanks for helping out with everything that they do for me. And it's a fun night. Thanks for everybody coming out and watching. I hope we put on a good race for you, and hopefully the sprint car one's even better.
Yeah, man, my apologies for not having good audio during the limited late models that you are sponsoring. So thank you first for sponsoring, and my apologies for we'll get these sound issues fixed. But we'll see you in the sprint cars, my brother.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, man. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There are the limited late models. We are going to head out to the 305 sprint car. So we will be right back.
I'm Chris Jakimick, and I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. Throughout my military career, I spent the bulk of my career out in Las Vegas. It was the first job I had as I was protecting some sensitive resources out there at Nellis. I would deploy to Kuwait early on in my military career with a larger weaponry system to support Operation Southern Watch. And then from 2003 to 2006, I was part of the emerging drone mission for the United States Air Force and Department of Defense. We were fighting the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan from our backyard. You'd be in war for 12 hours of your shift, and then you'd drive home to your apartment here in Nevada. So psychologically, it was very odd. Like, you felt you were in the combat zone every day because you were seeing it on the screens and it was that important, but I don't know what it did to the human psyche at the time. Some things would kind of happen in my personal life after that would change a lot. When Adam joined the Marine Corps, it was a natural fit. Anybody who joins the military, especially after 9/11 happened, you're looking for that purpose. I think that's why he made the choice. It's like, let me go be a Marine. He was in between Fallujah and Ramadi during the heaviest parts of the fighting of the Iraq conflict. I mean, you hear guys like Jocko and everything talk about like the triangle of death. My brother was dead set in the middle of the triangle of death with a Marine unit. I think it changed him. Like, you look at everything across history, you read any of the books out there, war changes anybody that's been involved with it. Trauma or mass events like that changes anybody, and it really changed my brother. And I get that call. I get the text actually from my stepmom. It's like, I need you to call me as soon as possible. Something's wrong with Adam. All right. Didn't think anything of it. And I'm about to pull off the highway to go celebrate and have some pizza with my classmates. And she's like, Adam's dead. Adam's dead. He had died by suicide that day. 25th of July, 2017. And it changed my world forever.
I think that was the first time I saw or heard someone broken through the phone. There was a time where I was concerned that he wasn't going to make it. There were times I thought, we're going to have to camp out outside of his house, or we might get that phone call. Are we ready for that phone call?
I couldn't catch a break. A fellow first sergeant I served with, he had died by suicide. On the day of my buddy's funeral, I'm going through social media, and I see this, what appears to be a manifesto from one of my old airmen. My first thought was like, today's not going to be a good day. And sadly, my hunch was right. he had killed his own family and taken his own life on the day of my buddy's funeral. It was just compounding trauma after trauma after trauma. I cracked. I fell hard with alcohol. That was rock bottom. I first heard about Mission 22 just by like surfing the internet and looking on there and seeing some of the programs that they had available. I was like, something seems right about this. To be in a program like the R&R program with them and the innovative things that they're putting together, I have not seen in any other veteran nonprofit. It's putting all this stuff together to heal in the most effective way possible. They're making you do a lot of the hard work through reading, through audiobooks, through physical fitness, through nutrition, open discussion, critical thinking, neuroplasticity and cognitive feedback to where you're developing the brain more. It's given me a chance to regain my life. Cycling's been a big part of my recovery. Is around the time I retired, a little over a year ago, I set forth, as like, you know, like, let me set this goal to ride 2,020 miles in 2020 for another veteran nonprofit that supports Gold Star families and those lost either to accident or to suicide. Every time I got on that bike, I was like, you know what? There's a name, there's a dash that I'm gonna honor today. Not the dates on the gravestone. Is like, I'm gonna honor that life. So it gave me purpose. And it just became like a release for me to where the pedals would spin and I would get out of my head for a little bit. Physically, I was starting to feel better. I could see the improvements, and I've tracked my data over the past year, and it's phenomenal on the growth that I've had on a bike.
He's just on a mission and is relentless about it. You know, every day he pushes it from, you know, the loss of his brother and a number of different trauma that he had gone through in his life. It was absolutely critical for him to find something that he could sink his teeth into. I think he's taken the ball and run with it with Mission 22, especially the R&R, the recovery and resilience part. I think it makes him stronger in the person that he is today.
I don't know why I fell on the bike. It was just like, okay, it called to me, and then I kept going. So you know that scene from Forrest Gump where he just starts running one day and it ends up in Monument Valley in Utah? He's like, I'm tired, I think I'll go home now. I'm not tired yet. I'm not ready to throw the towel in like Forrest Gump did. I'm getting on that bike and I'm keeping on going because there's something about it. There's something about just getting out in nature, having that breeze in your face and seeing some of the beautiful landscape here in Las Vegas where it takes you away from the stressors and the challenges of the world for a little bit. And you can just appreciate the beauty that is out there and be in the moment. And then it got serious because the Air Force enrolled me in the Air Force Wounded Warrior program and it got transformed into Lo and Behold training. If I do this well, maybe I can go represent the Air Force. Maybe my grief and everything in my entire story can come to fruition because I can put the energy into something positive. If I made the team, I'd just be overwhelmed with emotion. I suffered a lot of my trauma because of my military service, but at the end, it's like, I gotta be grateful that I'm allowed to compete in this because there are others who didn't make it home or lost the war at home that's what it's about.
Oh my gosh, everybody! I am so excited. My heart's pumping, my hands are sweaty. Please welcome our very own director of the Air Force Wounded Warrior Program, Colonel Rich Obert. Over to you, sir.
Welcome, warriors and athletes. Today we're going to announce the 2021 Air Force Team for Warrior Games. The selection was difficult as there were many hardworking and deserving individuals, and the work and dedication was apparent by all. I know the suspense is killing you, so I'll turn it back over to Marcia. Good luck to each of you. Back to you, Marcia.
All right, thank you, sir. Starting us out from Air Education
Investigation and Training Command, Major Daniel, Lieutenant Dan Carina.
Yes, yes, yes. Air Combat Command, out of Texas, Master Sergeant Nicole Nikki Favuza.
From Valdosta, Georgia, Technical Sergeant retired Antonio Del Vecchio.
From East Liberty, Ohio, Airman retired Pete Murphy.
Technical Sergeant retired Margie Hinkle.
And coming up next, former pole vaulter, that is very similar to Blaze Bilardi, coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada, Master Sergeant retired Chris Jack Jackamek.
Warrior Games competitor back on the team, Staff Sergeant retired Joseph Alex Pate.
What? He did
All right.
big things back in the day. He's gonna do big things. Coming to you from St. Henry.
Wow. We look at Mission 22 and we see all the shirts, we see all the flags out there. I don't think enough of the people understand how big the programs actually are and how that is actually in there. And like, I'm a benefactor from the donations of these private donors that are there to allow me to live life, to improve life for not only myself, but for friends, for fellow veterans, for my children, for my girlfriend, for my family, is to be that, to say, you know what? We can keep going at the end of the day. We can keep going, no matter how hard it gets, no matter how difficult life becomes, we can keep going.
We have this value in the Air Force, this belief, a wingman concept. We're gonna take care of each other. We've got each other. And there gives us hope, right? And so if you have been knocked down, I say this a lot, by the baseball bat of life, right? You're on the ground. If you know that someone's got you, it's got your six, no matter what, that's gonna help you get back up again. And that's part of Mission 22, I think, for him. That connection, that human connection, that's what's gonna save us. Yeah, that's what saved him. He can be a light in darkness. No matter how dark that spiral is, to know that someone got back up again and navigated their way out, that they can get through it too, that they are not alone. Not for one moment of one day. That's what he could be. He could be a beacon of light.
Welcome back. Did a little bit of extended. Little extended break there. We might have gotten the car sounds back. Get all cars clear the track, please. All cars clear the track. All right, fellas, welcome to Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights 305 Sprint Cars, brought to you by Raven Graphics. Big shout out to Mr. Doyle Lawrence, who's in the field tonight. Thank you for your support, my brother, and all you do at Raven Graphics. Don't have too many issues to talk about. Don't forget, this week we're starting the Move of the Week. It will be a YouTube short. There is a form on our Discord page. If you see someone make a great move, please fill out a form. Let us know. We will vote on it, and we will post that, and it'll actually go on YouTube as the Move of the Week. Dash for Cash, Week 13, feature winner Dash for Cash. That is going up as we get donations. Got a donation tonight from Michael Vital. Greatly appreciated. Helps us do what we do. If you want to donate, you can go to gy6rn.com. Help us put on the show. Other than that, we do mute microphones right before qualifying. Any questions, comments, or concerns? Now would be the time. None heard? Good luck. Welcome back to the stream. We did a little bit of sound troubleshooting. I'm hoping that the car sounds are back. We will follow along here as we go into qualifying. We will follow who we just talked about, Mr. Doyle Lawrence in the dirt track bank number 3. As he brings it out on the track, driver out of the Houston, Texas area. I'd like to thank Doyle for his support to his community as a firefighter paramedic down in the Houston area. Looks like we do have some car noise back. It's not on the right channel, but we have it back nonetheless. Chris Schaefer to the top of the board with a 14.959. Didn't last long. Craig Pfeiffer. Now Jason Hines with a 14.861 to the top of the board. Chisholm Burns just rounded up 7th quick. 0-2 car going for a heck of a ride. Garrett Mitchell currently 9th quick. David Cook in the 726, 12th quick. Jim West in the 73. Like to welcome Jim West to the show. Vietnam era veteran. Just signed up this week. Jim, welcome to the show. Greatly appreciated. Randy Shreves back with us in the 56, 2nd quick. Gavin Chatham, he puts the 24 back on the quick time with a 14.786. Jim West still out on the track in the 73 machine. Just finishing up 12th quick. That is all of 13 cars, so we don't have a big field tonight. But hopefully we have some great racing. Grant Wesley didn't take his laps. In the 088, Grant Wesley, we are waiting on him. Wesley's got about 10 seconds to get it done here. Doesn't look like he's going to make the grid. Heat 1 to the grid. Heat 1 to the grid, please. Gavin Chatham, Jason Haynes in row number 1. Chris Cox, Jeff Kemper in 2. Garrett Mitchell, Doyle Lawrence in 3. Daniel Cook, round out your field of 7 drivers. All right, drivers, welcome to heat number 1. Leader, you know the drill. 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everyone else, once we get the 1 to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. The restart is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start-finish line. Top 4, well, everyone is headed to the show tonight. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. Again, Gavin Chatham, he won the limited late model division. Let's see how he does here in sprint cars. You heard him say he's not the best at the limited late models, but Pace truck is off, leaving the field to the 24. Got him chatting with Jason Haynes to his outside. Green flag is out. We are underway. Chatham dives down low in the 24 machine. Chris Cox in the 515. He's going to battle it out with the 66 car of Haynes. Haynes makes contact with the back of the 515. Now Jeff Kemper moves up alongside Haynes. Kemper running a little bit higher line. We're going to go 3 wide. Jeffrey Kemper in the 181. Doyle Lawrence in the 3. The 02 of Daniel... Not sure who the 02 is. My apologies. Oh, the 002 of Garrett Mitchell. Up front, Gavin Chatham pulling away from the field with Chris Cox on his tail tank. Jason Hines in P3. The battle is for P4. Currently held by Garrett Mitchell. Jeff Kemper in the 181. He's going to try to get that 4th position away. We are working lap 4 of 8. Jeff Kemper and Doyle Lawrence in the back. Those two make a little bit of contact. Now Doyle is the first car on the outside looking in. Chatham up front. Chris Cox in P2. No change at the front of the field. Hines in 3. Garrett Mitchell in the 4th and final feature transfer position. Looks like Doyle Lawrence and the 181 of Kemper are going to battle it out. Driver out of Oregon and one out of Texas. They're going to go at it for that 4th or 5th position. My apologies. Working lap 8 of 8. Got Chatham. He's going to lead all 8 of them. Gets off a turn 4 clean to the, or 2, my apologies. 2 more corners to go. Comes off a turn 4. The 24 heading towards the flag stand. Chatham, Cox, Hines, Mitchell are your top 4. Good heat race, fellas. Heat 2 to the grid. Heat 2 to the grid, please. Randy Shrees, Craig Pfeiffer on the front row. Chris Schaefer, Chisholm Burns in row 2. Jason Fucaron, Jim West in row number 3. Grant Wesley rounds out your field of 7 drivers. All right, drivers, welcome to Heat 2. Leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once we get the 1 to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. I'd like to special welcome to Jim West in the 73 car, Vietnam era veteran. Sir, thank you for your service and welcome to the show. Race hard, race clean. Put on a heck of a show. Good luck, fellas. Randy Shreves will start at the front of the field in the 056. Big shout out to Jim West in the 73 machine. Lives out here in California, down south from where I'm at. Served during the Vietnam War, so greatly appreciate his service for sure. Randy Shreves will bring us to the green flag. Again, you heard the start is on the green flag. Craig Pfeiffer on the outside of the 56 in the 32 machine. Pace truck is heading towards pit road. We are waiting for the green flag to come out. Green flag is out. We are underway. Randy Shreves opens up a bit of a lead. Pfeiffer falls in line. Chris Schaefer in the 23. He gets up in the mix. Jason Fucaron in the 74 car. Chisholm Burns in the 10. Grant Wesley and Jim West in the 73 at the back of the field. Up front, Randy Shreves doing battle with Craig Pfeiffer. We'll go on board with Pfeiffer as he tracks down the 56 machine. Pfeiffer on that low line trying to sneak underneath the 56 of Shreves. Working lap 3 of 8. 74 of Fucaron is in the 4th and final transfer position. Now those 3, they're going to take it 3 wide. Somehow they made it work. Grant Wesley missed qualifying, so the 088 driver out of Indiana, he is in P5. Randy Shreves up front got a mare full of Craig Pfeiffer. We'll look back from the 56 on lap 6 of 8. Pfeiffer all over the rear end of that 56 car. Take a look at your top 3 or top 4. As they run on the track, looks like we're going to have a battle. Pfeiffer and Shreves are battling it out up front. Great run by the top 2 drivers. Side by side as they enter turn 3 and 4. Shreves at the line by a nose. Shreves, Pfeiffer, Schaefer, Wesley, Fucaron. What a great 3 minutes of warm-up, and then we'll go feature racing. What a great heat race that was. So we will take a quick break, and we will be right back.
Mission 22 was founded on the timeless principle that America's warriors are equally valuable overseas as they are within our borders. We are unwaveringly committed to the journey back home and understand the barriers our heroes face when making the often arduous and taken for granted transition home. Trauma is an opportunity. While bleeding, hidden pains of the past can never be removed. We can transform them into something brand new and beautiful. We can grow through trauma to become our community's cornerstone, the safest neighbor on the block, the strongest leader in the office, the most caring volunteer at the elementary school. The Recovery and Resiliency Program is a year-long, and it uses everything from cutting-edge biometric tools to science-backed supplements. This is a catalyst to take the deep scars suffered for our nation's sake and turn them into opportunities to direct our God-given purpose and energies as protectors toward a refreshed and meaningful life. By committing to this year-long program, you will be happier, stronger, and wiser. Your PTS and/or TBI may not leave you, but you will be more comfortable in your own skin, and your suffering will begin to have meaning. Our goal is to give warriors one thing, the truth. Let's take responsibility for our healing.
The goal at any given race is, of course, to win. And CrowdStrike, AWS, and DXDT were fortunate to achieve championship-winning results in 2020. We're extremely proud to be partnering with Operation Motorsport through our racing initiatives. Their program seeks to place military veterans in various positions inside a real racing team. The experience aids in their retraining, recovery, and rehabilitation.
So my name is Chad Failing. I'm a staff sergeant retired out of the United States Army. I am with Kevin Boehm under DXDT. You're getting creative. You're getting taught to think outside of the box.
We couldn't be more proud to be affiliated with this great program. In the spirit of giving back to the community and creating meaningful opportunities, we are committed to building a diverse motorsports platform with the amazing men and women who have served our country.
Welcome back to the show. We are just wrapping up warm-ups. Looks like Chris Schaefer at the top of the board with a 15.027, followed by Chatham Pfeiffer Wesley. Feature to the grid, please. Chatham Trees on the front row, Cox Pfeiffer in row 2, Heinz Schaefer in 3, Mitchell Wesley in 4, Lawrence Fucaron in 5, Kemper Burns in 6. Cook and Jim West round out your field of 14 drivers. All right, drivers, welcome to Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights feature. We got 30 laps to go here. Leader, you know the drill. 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once we get the 1 to go, I ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. The initial start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start-finish line. Race hard, race clean. Put on a heck of a show to end the night. Good luck. Gavin Chatham looking for his second win of the night. We will see how that plays out here momentarily. Got 30 laps to get it done. Again, if you're tuning in, greatly appreciated. If you're coming back, welcome back. If you're new to the show, welcome aboard. We do work on feedback. If you got anything that you'd like to see us do different, please let us know. You can get a hold of us on our Facebook page, on our Discord page. You can email me, joe@gy6rn.com. Everything we do is for the drivers and for the awareness of those issues that veterans face. So thank you for tuning in. We are getting ready to go green. Gavin Chatham will bring us to the green flag. Green flag is out. We are underway. The fireworks go off here at Eldora. Chatham down low. He's going to slide up, get in front of the 56 machine. Randy Shreves falls in line. 515 of Chris Cox. He's running that bottom side. He wants a piece of that front. Cox tries to slide up in front of the 32 car. Pfeiffer now battling it out with Cox. Those two are wing to wing. Jason Hines in the 66. Looks like the 23 and the 74, or is that the 10? 088. Grant Wesley, my apologies. Beating and banging on each other in the back. Garrett Mitchell in the 002 car. Caution is out. Back it down. Back it down. From what I saw initially, it looks like we may have an EOL for the 088 car. As he gets in the back of the 74 there. .088 EOL, end of the line, sir. Gavin Chatham up front in the 24 machine, leading the way. Got Randy Shreves, nothing changes up front. .32 car, you are flashing a little bit. It's not super bad, just for your awareness. If it gets super bad, we'll have to move you to the back of the field, but just every once in a while, so for now you are good. Lights are off on the pace truck. We are going to go green next time by. We're working lap 5 of 30. Let's tighten it up in the back, please. Tighten it up in the back. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Pace truck is off, leaving the field to the 24 of Chatham. Chatham and Shreves, 1-2. Looks like the battle here is between Chris Cox, Pfeiffer in the 32, and the 66 of Hines. Yes, they battle it out side by side. 23 car pulls into the picture. The Chris Schaefer in the 23. He pulls up alongside Hines. Slide job from the 23. Gets in front of Chris Cox. Return slide job coming. No room for the 515 up there. Who pushed the issue anyway? Gavin Chatham up front. Randy Shreves in P2. Chris Cox with Jason Hines all over the tail end of the 515. Chris Schaefer in the 23 machine, currently in the 5th position. Fugeron and Doyle Lawrence. Looks like we got a big wreck up front. That's your leader. Back it down, back it down. See what happened here to the 24 of Chatham. Looks like the 726 sitting in the middle of the racetrack. .726 back of the line, 726 back of the line. A lap car gets into Chatham, so Chatham and Randy Shreves running in the limited late models. It was Shreves who was held up by lap traffic, didn't quite make contact like we just saw Gavin Chatham. Chatham in the pits. Daniel Cook in the 726 also in the pits. It will be Randy Shreves that brings us to the green flag. Randy Shreves is off. Great start by the 56. Chris Cox in P2. Jason Hines with a mirror full of Chris Schaefer if he uses a mirror. Randy Shreves getting away from the field a little bit. 23 pushing the issue on the 66. High-low move by the 66. Makes contact with the 23. You don't see that too often that isn't an issue. Randy Shreves now with, oh, my apologies, got to get the grid up, over a half-second lead over Chris Cox in the 515 machine. Hines in P3. Chris Schaefer wants that 3rd position from Hines. We are working lap 13 of 30. Doyle Lawrence in the good-looking dirt track bank by teammate in the 3 car. Jim West up 7 positions from his start in the 73 machine. Chisholm Burns in the 10 car, currently in P8. Wesley back up to P9. With Garrett Mitchell back there, those two are going to battle it out again. Randy Shreves opening up a lead, over a second gap between himself and Jason Hines. 515 with a slide job, crossover from the 66. Hines holds on to P2 for the moment. 515 can't quite get the drive off of turn number 2 for a crossover. It will be Hines holding down P2. Chris Cox in 3. Chris Schaefer in the 23 machine. Saw somebody get up there, get into the wall a little bit. The 23 now, he's thinking about diving underneath the 515. The 74 and the 3 battling it out with Jim West in the 73 machine. Grant Wesley now, he moves up to P9. Randy Shreves opening the gap. Oh, it's closing a little bit, so Jason Hines is closing down on the leader. It was over a second. Now that lead is 9/10 down to 8/10 that time by. Working lap 20 of 30. Hines trying to reel in Randy Shreves. Chris Schaefer in the 23 gets by the 5:15 of Chris Cox. Those two having a great battle. Cox with the slide job, Schaefer with the crossover. It is Schaefer at the line. Schaefer and Cox closing in on the second place driver. Shreves opens up that lead back up to almost a second. Randy Shreves might have been running a safe line with that lead that he had. Good battle here for P2. Back it down. Caution is out. Back it down. Can't see what happened to Jim West there. Can't seem to find Jim on the track here. Guess we do not have a replay. I don't know if that's an iRacing bug or what's going on. Working lap 22 of 30. Could not quite get a replay of West. Yeah, my apologies. I can't find the replay. It's not finding Mr. West. Randy Shreves at the front of the field. Jason Hines, Chris Cox are your top three. Chris Schaefer giving Cox all he wanted there for a moment. The pace truck is off. Green flag is out. We are back underway. Randy Shreves with the lead, working lap 24 of 30. Hines and Cox. Cox now, he wants second position away from Hines. Or Haynes, my apologies. Falls back in line. Chris Schaefer in the 23, working that high side. Jason Fucaron in the 74. He's also on that high side, followed by Garrett Mitchell in the 002 machine. Doyle Lawrence and Grant Wesley battling it out. Randy Shreves with 0.2 of a second. Looked like somebody backing down. Caution is out. We'll have to see who that was. Looks like the 23 of Schaefer. Schaefer down low, Hines up high. Looks like Hines was going to come down off the wall. And the two just make contact. I think we'll leave that one alone. Randy Shreves still at the front of the field, working lap 27 of 30. All right, leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Let's end it right here. Working lap 28 of 30. Good luck. Pace truck should exit this time by. We are working lap 27 of 30, not 28. Pace truck is off, leaving the field to Randy Shreves. Chris Cox in tow. Jason Fucuron is now up to P3 in that wild-looking 74. Doyle Lawrence getting in a little bit of a scuffle back there. Grant Mitchell to his outside in the 002 machine. Randy Shreves up front, able to pull away from the 515 of Chris Cox. Front three getting a little bit of separation between them, working lap 29 of 30. We got 2 to go. The battle's back here. We got a wad of cars. Up front, Shreves under attack. Chris Cox trying that bottom side. Shreves, Cox, Fucuron are your top 3. Top 3, start finish line, please. Top 3, start finish line. We will get a photo and we will talk to your podium finishers here momentarily. '74, can you pull up a little bit, sir? Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. You're good right there. 515 back up. A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You're good right there. Thank you, fellas. Don't forget to go into Discord for your interviews. We will get a word with your top 3 here momentarily. See Jason Fucuron up in the booth. We will start with him. Moving up 7 positions from his starting position, the 74 car. Jason, I butcher your last name. How do you say your last name, sir? Jason, this is Joe. You got me?
Yep, I got you.
Hey, man, great run. How do I pronounce your last name so I quit butchering it?
Furquan.
Furquan.
Yep.
All right, man, won't miss it. You moved up 7 from your start, man. Great looking ride you had. How'd you move up 7? How'd you get by those guys?
Well, we really only made a few passes on our own. We missed a lot of wrecks, and I mean, Racing Motorsports and my team, we got lucky.
Yeah, sometimes, it's, what do they say, better to be lucky than good, but nonetheless, you kept it clean, man. You moved towards the front. Is this your first podium of Friday Night Lights?
Yep, my second race with this series and first podium.
Man, congratulations. Hopefully this is a start of a string of them things. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your podium?
Yeah, my mom and dad for helping me get iRacing. My brother's watched this whole thing next to me, so I'll thank him too.
Yeah, tell your brother I apologize. We had some sound issues early. It's usually not that bad, but we'll get those fixed up, man. Congratulations on your first podium. Great looking car you got, and I wish you a great weekend, man. Hope to see you next week.
Thank you, you too. Thanks for putting this on.
Yes, sir. The 515 of Chris Cox moves up 1 position from his start. Chris, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, I got you.
Man, how was your night?
Really good.
So you drove a sprint car up to P2. You started in the front and you kind of kept it there. A couple times you look like you're going to peek underneath Shreves there. Could you have got by him, you think?
I don't want to say yes and I don't want to say no because I have a feeling if I would have committed, I probably would have ended up right rearing him, and that wouldn't have been good.
Yeah, man. Great run by you, my friend. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your podium?
I'd like to thank MJC Desktop Fabrications, the Ingram Brothers, you guys for putting this on, you for streaming, the drivers for coming out and racing.
Yeah, man, you got another shirt coming your way. I'll get those in the mail this weekend. Been playing with the shirt machine, so that'll be coming your way this weekend, man. Another great week by the 515. Hope to see you next week and wish you a great weekend.
Thank you. See you guys next week.
Bye, man. Randy Shreves moves up one position from his start in the 56 machine and parks it in victory lane. Randy, this is Joe. You got me?
I got you, Joe.
Man, great run, brother. I thought Chris was going to give you a little bit of a headache there. He peaked his car down low a couple of times. You had a second lead, over a second lead there at one time. Did you start running a safer line? Because Hines pulled up behind you there. He was closing into your lead.
Yeah, I was kind of just playing it safe there. And then I knew Chris. I knew he was behind me. I heard him coming. So yeah, I just tried to keep it smooth and not overdrive the car and try to avoid the traffic. I'm not sure if I would have had anything for Gavin if he would have not got taken out tonight. Yeah, tough break for him, but I'll definitely take the W. Good race.
Yeah, man, great run by the 56 machine. Is this your first win of the season? I think you have one, don't you already?
I think I may have one already.
So you were already punched your ticket into the Week 13 Dash for Cash. Pretty excited about that, man. Another great run for you. None do it much smoother than you, my friend. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your victory?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely my team, LGR Motorsports, Alex Berger on APR Setup Shop, Colter West at Redline Race Design, One Wish Foundation, Wraps and Stitches, KSB Builders, Finish Line Repair, CD Cinematography, you for putting on this league, and the awesome broadcast, and everybody for watching.
Yeah, man. I wish you the best of weekends, man, and a great run. Hope you're out next week.
I should be out.
All right, man. Have a great weekend.
All right, thanks, Joe. You too.
All right, man. So there you have it. There is week 4 in the books. Randy Shreves brings home the sprint car win. I sincerely apologize about our sound issues. We found somewhat of a solution there late and got some car noise back, but that's what we'll be doing on this week as we prepare for Thursday night with North American Dirt Track Racing Association on Thursday. Then we'll be right back here with Friday Night Lights. Friday night, can't remember exactly where we're at yet, but nonetheless, greatly appreciate everybody tuning in. Again, we do this, we started Got Your Six Racing Network just for awareness to those veterans out there that are hurting. If you are one of those veterans, please don't hesitate to reach out. We can do our best to steer you in the right direction. We definitely can't help you, but we can definitely listen and get you to those who may be able to help. So if you're out there, you're hurting, man, there is no harm in asking for help. So that's what we're here for. That's why we started what we do. So greatly appreciate everybody tuning in, and hopefully we see you next week. And I wish you all a great weekend. And until then, we'll see you next time.
History repeats itself. History is always happening over and over again. So one of the ways to stop a theme, one of the ways to stop something from reoccurring is to first of all admit it. It didn't take long for us to quickly realize that there was power behind Mission 22, power behind its brand, power behind its message, and power behind its people that represented it.
All right, my friends, day 19 of 22, the 22-day push-up challenge. Day 19 means 418 men and women have possibly committed suicide in the last 19 days. I went and looked up my ship, the USS Rushmore. More people who have killed themselves by now that ever served on our ship at one time in just 19 days.
19, 20, 21. One more. Y'all ready for the last one?
Mission 22 has become a decentralized nationwide effort to show love, to raise money, to be available for other warriors, to be able to be a point of contact, to let the warriors know, but also for warriors to let other warriors know that there is a community. You're not alone. This isn't happening in silence. You're not forgotten. You know, we brought 4 veterans from all different parts of the United States and brought them together to hike through the state of Oregon.
May God bless you on your journey. Thank you for serving our country and for being willing to go on this walk. I'm praying you feel peace and strength with each mile.
You know, on this hike, some folks found God, some folks remained sober, some folks lost a significant amount of weight to be able to participate. And not so much just a healing walk for us as warriors, but for us to contribute to other people's healing. You know, this hike, we raised $12,000 for endobiogeny. Some of the folks on this hike, you know, they're going to be volunteers for this treatment. And I couldn't be more pleased and more proud because it was difficult. We had a lot of struggles. Not everything on this hike went pretty, you know, but we put some skin in the game. At the end of the day, we were able to raise money and we'll be able to use that money so guys can get treatment that they need. The War at Home Monument is an example of our social impact, of our awareness, of our permanent fixture to do the work that we can't always do, to always remind us of what we've lost and what we will lose if we don't reconcile it. What we've done is taken 20 different veterans with their families' permission and used them as a silhouette to cut out of a 3,000-pound plate of steel. These warriors are placed in a V, and this is to show the size of the problem. This is to show the empty space they leave behind. And it's also to be a constant reminder of what happens when we don't listen to the stories of the warriors that fought in our name. Because it's not okay. It's not okay that everyone didn't know about veteran suicide. It's not okay that these things were a secret or left unsaid, or that it was shameful. It's not okay that it's shameful to suffer alone and suffer in silence, because if you ask for help, that you're no longer a warrior, that you're weak.
Yeah. So I come back and I thought everybody else changed. So I pushed my family away. And it took a long time to really realize it because I didn't want to look internally. You know, I got my Class A CDL and hit the road. I was on the road for about 8 years trucking. And this makes me think about how insignificant all of the major things going on are. I mean, what, 1 million years ago, that blew up. And, you know, over time became this.
Whether it's hiking mountains or building monuments, it takes a community to heal a warrior. Warriors didn't get damaged and didn't become separated from the sunlight of the spirit on their own. It happened in the name of this nation. We can change the way we think about war, how we think about warriors, how we think about ourselves, and what we think we're going to do in the American community. We can do it now. We can do it here. And there's going to be another generation of warriors coming. We can set the tone to create a culture that grabs them up and loves them and smothers them in resources, in opportunity right now.